Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Drew here from S Squared. We are back out in the shop that is looking a lot more like a shop and a lot less like a mess now that the shed project is pretty much done. We still got a few little things to do on it, but most of the big items are out of here, starting to clean up. And we've picked up some new toys for the shop here as we get ready to get S Squared Design Works kind of back up and running in a more regular fashion. We decided we needed a few new things to add to our collection. So if you're interested in anything, I will have links to them in the description below. And I'm going to be doing a full kind of review as I use this stuff. This is all stuff that the business has purchased, so this is all stuff that we own. None of this was given or donated to the channel. I've got no ties to any of this. This is just stuff that I've decided to mess around with and take a look at. So here they are. So first up is these Festool quick clamps. So these are their kind of dovetail style clamps. They've got kind of an edge profile here. You can slide the clamp up and down on the mechanism, and then it's got the ratcheting system here. So you can use it as like a bench style clamp. Let's see, kind of hold this. They don't fully work in the small holes. The holes aren't quite big enough, but in this old Workmate, they do work on the edge holes. Set it down, doing this one-handed, which is not really normally how you do this, but you kind of drop the clamp there, and then you can pull back on the lever and lock it into place. The other place, and then to release, you just kind of flip it back the other way. The other place that these are useful for is in the top of the Festool guide rails. So I believe this will also work with the Makitas. You can take the clamps end and just kind of lightly engage it, and they will slide pretty much anywhere on the length of the track. So this way you can lock down the Festool guide rail pretty much wherever you need it to go on a piece of plywood, so it won't move. So it's got the anti-skid pads on it, but the clamps definitely lock it down so you can set the track and it will stay exactly where you put it. Next on the list for new toys is the Craig K5 jig. We've been using the smaller K3, the one that you just use a clamp to hold the jig in place and drill out pieces. This is the benchtop version of the Craig. You've pretty much seen this on a bunch of other YouTube channels. We picked this up to help our workflow doing face frame building. So we're going to be doing a handful of custom cabinet face frames. So we picked this up to help kind of improve that workflow, as pocket hole jigs or pocket hole screws are really good for doing kind of cabinet box construction and face frame construction. They definitely have their place in woodworking. They are not the end all be all like some people make them out to be, but where they are used, they come in very handy. Nice method to build boxes relatively quickly, and more importantly, inexpensively and square. So this is going to be kind of our new key tool in doing a lot of our face frame building. So you can see it's also got the dust port on it and the two side wings, which is why we went with the K5 over the K4. Speaking of dust ports, so we also picked up this Bosch adapter to convert from our kind of filter bag that comes with our Bosch sander as our primary sander. This is one of the older Bosch 5-inch random orbital palm sanders. So we picked that up to convert it from the filtered kind of dust bag to a vacuum port setup. And then to go along with it, we picked up the universal small hose port kit from Rockler. So this connects from your shop vac to your various tools. You've got two different sized ports here that slip over the end of it. Don't need to mess around with tape trying to come up with adapters. These will also work with our Festool tools. We've got a track saw and a detail sander or square sander from Festool, and I don't quite have the scratch for an extractor. So these are going to be used to kind of help reduce the dust, airborne dust that we're creating while we're working, since this is our garage space and not a fully dedicated, segregated workshop like I've had in the past. So there you go. That is kind of the update for S Squared Design Works. We got the handful of new tools. We have the plans all set up for our first kind of big build. We should be starting on that this week and getting ready to get a bunch of stuff built for that project. So we look forward to bringing you along the ride as we build this cabinet. So we're going to be doing the whole thing in-house. Cabinet box, doors, drawer boxes, frame, painting, everything will be done in-house. So we're glad that you can stick around and check out what we build. Thanks for watching. This is Drew from S Squared Design Works. Bye for now.